In today's video, we're going to be talking about what to do if you're attracting clients who can't afford you, who are having objections over cash, who just don't have the money, who think it's too expensive. Maybe you're getting a little frustrated because you're putting your heart and soul into your program. You know you can get your clients results. You know that if they can just get beyond that paywall, if they can just say yes to it, they'll get amazing results. Maybe you keep decreasing your price because you want to bring clients in, but you're still getting price objections. I'm going to be sharing some hard truths, some facts that might feel uncomfortable at first, but I can promise you, if we could just lean into it, you don't have to accept everything I say as truth in this video, but if we could just lean into it and be like, I'm open to exploring that point of view, I really feel we can experience some breakthroughs inside this video or in this conversation here. And I want to make it really clear, I'm not going to be talking about how to handle the price objection. That's a whole different conversation, and I think that's a second or third step. What I mean by that is if we're getting into a conversation with a client and then we're handling objections, it's already an uphill battle at that point. Now, it's totally legitimate and there's a time and place for it, but what if we can get the client to be like a hell yes, perfect client, happy to pay for it? I may have some questions, but I'm very open to doing it before the conversation starts. That's what we're ultimately talking about. We're going to be talking about different segments of the market and how to speak to your market so you're attracting the clients who actually want to pay you, who can pay you, who would happily pay you. If that interests you, stick around and let's get into it. Yo, what's up? My name is Rubix and welcome to the coaching channel. If you'd like to learn how I went from zero education and working the oil rigs to selling well over $1 million of coaching and building an online business and performance coaching empire along the way, subscribe to this channel and I'll show you how. Alrighty, welcome back. So before we get into the I can't afford it question, I do have one thing for you. Subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, we do 2 videos every single week, all dedicated to helping you build your coaching business. Sometimes that's tactical and strategic, which is sort of what we're talking about today. Sometimes it's a little bit more mindset. Sometimes it's soul set, alignment, getting so tuned into your vision that it just lights you up, wakes you up in the morning. You can't wait to get out of bed. It's literally my mission to just go so far beyond sales and marketing that yes, your business will improve, but every aspect of your life, you just wake up excited, ready to go after it. That to me is success. And I want every single person on the planet or that I come into contact with to feel that. So that's what this channel is all about. So subscribe. If something in this video rings true, or if you get value from something in this video, leave it in the comments. Not only does it help me curate and create more content, but it also helps everybody else coming behind you when they see that comment. Maybe they'll get some inspiration from it and it can help them. So if you agree, disagree, you want to add something, whatever you want, use the comments. That's my only ask. With that said, let's get into it. I'm going to share this conversation can really go 2 ways, and I'm going to briefly touch on one thing here, and it's that like attracts like. The first time I was told this, I remember I was in a workshop, kind of mastermind. I spent like $1,000 or something, which was a lot for me back then, and I flew down to San Diego. And I remember, I'll call it complaining to, and I won't mention names, but to the coach or the facilitator there, that I'm like attracting all the wrong clients. No one can afford it. They're all over the place. They're disorganized. They can't make up their mind. And I'm just getting kind of like maybes and then ghosting. And I remember him looking me in the eye and said, like attracts like, just go look in the mirror. And I was so upset. I was so mad. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. It was a 2-day thing. I showed up the next day and like played the game and played my part, but I was really upset. And flying home, I remember asking myself the question of like, hey, if I'm this upset, there's got to be some truth to it. And I realized I was also very disorganized in my business. I was very disorganized. So were my clients, or so were the people I was attracting. I was also very indecisive. I had a whole bunch of programs I was thinking about joining, but I was kind of a maybe. So were my prospects. I was also ghosting some people. I was like, you know what? I don't know how to say no, so I just won't talk to these people. And guess what? I was attracting prospects who were ghosting me. I was also terrified of spending money. I was also attracting prospects who were terrified of spending money. Now, this is just half of the equation, and we're going to get into the tactical part in a second here, but I just want to just bring this up. And even if you're hardcore rejecting this, I invite you to just explore it, lean into it. But like attracts like. And if there's some element, I'm talking about a pattern here, if there's some element of your prospects, how they're showing up in a way that's really bothering you and it's just like less than ideal clients, I'll just look in the mirror and is there any part of us that is showing up in the same way? We all have it inside us, but is there any part? If all of your clients are disorganized and they're showing up 5 minutes late, are you doing the same? Like attracts like. Or if you're queasy about price points and investing, when you go to make the offer, your voice, your tonality, your body language, your eye contact, everything is probably going to, in very subtle ways, show that you're really uncomfortable with this price and that it is a lot of money because you believe it to be. Now, I could talk about that for like 5, 10, 20, 30 hours. That's a whole world that I love diving into. I just wanted to bring it to our awareness. That's it. Take it, leave it, do what you want with that. To the bit more tactical part of things here, there's really 3 main, we can call it segments. So whatever market you're serving, whatever client you're serving, whoever you're serving, and really this isn't any business, but especially in coaching, we talk about this whole idea of low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket. Low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket. And how you present a high ticket offer is going to be very different than how you present a low ticket offer depending who you're talking to and who you want to attract. Now, here's the thing is if you're trying to sell a high ticket coaching program, but you're selling it to a low ticket market, they're never going to buy it. 10% of any market is high ticket. I know for myself, I'd rather wait a few months and buy something high ticket, buy the exact thing I want, spend more money, and I'd rather wait. I've just always kind of been programmed that way. Probably comes from a lot of different influences in my life, but I'd rather just wait. I'd rather spend the extra money. And most of your clients who are going to be high ticket clients, if you're selling a high ticket program, by the way, just for sake of ease, and this is so, in some industries, a high ticket will be $2,500 and some it'll be $20,000. But let's just go like $2,500 plus. Most of the clients you're going to sign up for your high ticket coaching, if it's $2,500 plus, are going to also be in that same mindset. And so your marketing and who you're trying to talk to better be speaking to that specific type of person. If we have kind of a low ticket mindset and we're kind of doing like low ticket marketing, but we're trying to sell a high ticket coaching program and all of our beliefs around money are bleeding into our marketing, so we're attracting low ticket prospects. I'm not saying low quality humans, but low quality or low ticket prospects. It's never going to be a match. Everyone's going to tell you they can't afford it. And eventually you're going to believe that. And you're going to either lower your price or you're going to serve the low ticket market. Now, if that's who you want to serve, that's totally fine. But if you want to serve a high ticket market, sell your coaching for $2,500 plus, I think the most expensive coaching program I bought to date was $32,000. That was a 6-month group program, $32K. To me, I would consider that high ticket. I'm happy to spend it. And now I'm also in alignment with different price points that I'm willing to charge. I can, with full alignment, charge $2,500 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 because I would happily pay for it as well. Again, that's like attracts like. Are you a low ticket, mid ticket, or high ticket mindset? Now, if you are selling mid ticket, totally cool. You're not going to see success if you're selling a mid ticket or a low ticket item and you're trying to sell it to high ticket clients. They're probably not going to buy it either. I have no interest in a $100 or $200 course. I have no interest in that. I don't have the time. I don't even want to open the course. I'd much rather, if the If the promise for a low ticket item is the exact same as a high ticket item, but with the high ticket item, I get more support, I get some coaching, I can dive deeper in with someone, I'll pay the high ticket price. Even back in the day when I couldn't afford coaching, I'd find a way to make it happen. You'll also find that true for your high ticket clients. Sometimes you'll be selling to someone who may not have the money on hand, but they're not going to tell you, I can't afford this. They may say, give me a week, I'll make it happen. I'm going to get resourceful, but I'm going to make it happen. And they'll still become clients. It actually has nothing to do with the cash in the bank. It has everything to do with the desire. We always find a way to pay for things that we actually want. All of the clients who are telling you, they're lying to you, that they can't afford it, they can, because they're probably driving some type of vehicle. They probably have a newer cell phone. They probably have a computer. Add all those things together and they could buy your coaching program sometimes 2, 3, 4 times over. But they prioritize different things, and that's okay. You can't fight it. You just have to speak high ticket language. You have to have a high ticket offer. You have to speak to people who just, if you go into a high end store, you just know it's high end. And anyone who doesn't want to spend that kind of money will probably not go into the store. Now, some may, and you may get some people on the call who are like, no, and they were just the wrong person on the call. But the way that you structure everything that happens before the call will dictate, will turn away everyone who's not high ticket. Now, and I want to show you something here. So I don't really deal with low ticket stuff. I'm talking low ticket, like $100 point. Mid-ticket, let's call it 1,000. I'm all for it. We actually run a program inside the Coaches U called Group Launch. So what we try to do is we try to create a value ladder. So clients will create a high-ticket offer and a mid-ticket offer. That way, when you get a client on a call or when you get a prospect on a call, you can give them options. Oftentimes, we take our own limiting BS belief systems. We take a really limiting view on money, our own insecurities around money, and we project that onto the prospect. I saw this happen a few days ago. I build motorcycles on the side just for fun. Like, I love building bikes. And I was in a bike shop, and the guy was ordering a part for his BMW. And I was standing behind listening to this thing. He's like, yeah, I need whatever part it was. And the guy behind the counter was like, you probably don't want OEM. OEM's really expensive. I'll find you a better deal. And the guy's like, no, I want OEM. And the guy's like, yeah, you're just paying twice as much for the BMW. He's like, no, that's what I want. I want to keep my bike original. And I was like, that is a perfect example of how the person behind the counter took their own limiting beliefs and their own view on money and OEM parts and put it onto the prospect. We do that all of the time if we're not aware as coaches. Whatever is a lot of money to us, and we kind of like, you know what, and then we think someone can't afford it because what their profile looks like, and we're kind of like, yeah, you probably just here, like, I'll give you a deal. It's like they want the best. I learned this early on at how many times I pegged someone of like, they won't be able to afford it. And they were like the best clients, paid in full, and then they bought other programs later. And I was like, wow, I can't put my stuff on anybody. I have to give them options. And so we like to create the mid-ticket offer and a high-ticket offer. So imagine having like a $2,500 offer and then a $7,500 offer. And maybe this is like one-on-one, or it's very small group, and maybe this is group, or it's like course plus group, whatever your business model, whatever you want to create. And now you give people options. Hey, yeah, we have the solution. Sounds like we're a perfect fit. Which would be best for you? And you'll be amazed at how many times people are like, I'll work with you one-on-one, or I'll work in the intimate group setting for 8 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever. What I'm really hoping we can take from this is there are low ticket buyers, mid ticket buyers, high ticket buyers. And if you want to sell your coaching successfully to high ticket buyers, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, we must be fully aligned, fully sold on it ourselves, and every piece of our marketing has to speak to only the high ticket market. That's not saying that other people can't learn from your content. That's not to say that other people can't follow you and consume your content. But if someone's going to take a step closer to booking a call or filling out an application, you're going to make it very clear. It's a high price program. Like, you're going to have steps in a series of questions in place that will pre-qualify people. And only those who are a hell yes and ready to pay, ready to invest, the problem is big enough, they see the problem, they're willing to pay to solve that problem, they're going to come through the funnel, they're going to come through the steps, they're going to come through the application, and they'll get in a conversation with you. Only the best prospects. A few will trickle through, that's cool. But if we're just like, hey, book a call, and we're attracting everybody and trying to get on a call with everyone, you're going to have 80% of people who just aren't a good fit for you. They're not willing to pay. And they're wasting your time, you're wasting their time, and you're also chiseling away at your belief. Because they're going to start cracking holes. And yeah, if you get rejected 20 times in a row from people who can't afford it, you're probably going to start believing, my prices are too high. They're not. We're just bringing in the wrong person. Now when it comes to the marketing aspect, we have a ton of videos on this channel, like a ton, probably 50 or 60 videos just to do with the client journey, the right lead magnet to create, the right way to attract the right clients into your world, how to build your email list with high quality prospects. So check out the channel. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and flick to the channel. I think we have over 200 or 220 videos on this channel by now. And if you want to take things a step further, lucasrubix.com, we got a bunch of stuff on the website, including a ton of things to help you out. And we have this one resource called the Online Coaching Academy. It's a free course. It's 6 videos. They're about 10 to 12 minutes long, and they're going to actually work you through the process of, here's step 1. Here's how to turn your story into an actual marketing campaign, into a business so you can attract the right clients. Here's how to actually create a funnel. Here's how to bring people in through the top of the funnel, the lead magnet, the piece of content and the piece of the resource you put out to attract the right type of clients. Here's how we convert those clients. Here's how we get them on a call. Here's what to do after the call, program design, everything else, plus a ton of other resources. That's at lucasrubix.com/OCA. Highly recommend you check that out. Again, it is a free course. It's at lucasrubix.com/OCA. And with that said, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment below. What'd you get out of this video? What served you best? Anything you agree with, disagree with, anything you want to add to it, leave it in the comments below. And with that said, I'll see you inside the OCA and inside the next video.